On. Game volume. Quiet-ish. But audible. Damn, when do you see this matchup? This game has changed a lot. I hate to say it, but I'm literally only making this video because I want to justify the fact that I haven't uploaded any Street Fighter content in a while, but I still want to upload Battle Network. But you know what? I haven't watched some Street Fighter 4 in a little while, so it'll be refreshing and fun. That was a good chase down. I think it's pretty hard to... I think you either have to do medium palm into hard uppercut or hard palm into medium uppercut. And I think one of those combinations does more damage, but is really difficult. Or it might be hard palm into hard uppercut. I don't remember Yang's corner combos. They're weird. The point is, the max damage one is actually surprisingly hard. Yang actually does seem to be quite a bit like his third strike counterpart. Kind of low health. Very small. The dive kick is not too dissimilar. It's better in third strike. But he's like the epitome of like safe pressure, which is pretty much what he was in third strike. Whoa, the juggle into far strong was kind of cool. I've only ever seen that in the corner. I've never seen that mid-screen. I thought he was just going to follow up with another uppercut. That was cool. Very few characters can punish that. Elena can. Elena can low strong it. Shit is -5. That was nice. Wonder what Ultra Double does in this matchup for Yang. But he can obviously punish a roll with it. I don't think he can punish an EX roll with it because it's too far, even though Ultra 2 for Yang is supposed to be like 4 frames, right? It might be more than that now. I don't remember. Ugh. This is an Acho replay. People still play Street Fighter 4. This guy is Tomuzon, and he's fighting this Taramae guy. This is from a 3-on-3 tournament, apparently. A Viper. This is a really weird matchup, too. It seems like everyone tends to play offensive characters now, and even if they don't, they tend to play characters offensively. Did he really burn an EX bar? Did he not react to the... Did he not react to the no quick stand, or did he not have time to react to no quick stand? Or did he burn a bar trying to get a better Oki? It's not super hard to safe jump Viper, I don't think. Although there are complications because of her EX Seismo fate. What was the nerf to EX Seismo? I don't remember. It became throwable, right? Was that it? It got some fat nerf in like Ultra. Or was it Arcade Edition 2012? I don't remember. I just remember Viper players bitched. I think EX Seismo was like invincible and also throw invincible, and also she could cancel it immediately. There was some like insane thing about EX Seismo. That early jump fierce is really good. I don't know what the fuck they were thinking with Rolanto's jump fierce, but I like it. I like how daring it is. They didn't try to, I mean they did try to balance the 5 new characters. But they weren't afraid of those characters being really strong. I feel like the design philosophy of the 5 new characters is different from all the other... That's not true. I think it was just only Super that it was really reserved. Because they certainly made creative... they certainly took creative liberties with Yun and Yang to make them strong. When they were introduced. People knew immediately that Yun and Yang would be strong characters. Although all the effort was channeled into Yun. I thought Rolento would be the character I'd end up playing actually, of the 5 new characters. Because he's sort of a long-range, poke-oriented annoyer, which is the kind of character archetype I really like playing. But Rolenta didn't really click with me the same way like Vega does. It's alright because Elena can be also played like a long-range, poke-oriented annoyer, which is pretty much how I played her. Who are the poke-oriented annoyers of Street Fighter 5? Certainly not Laura. I guess Chun-Li. Chun-Li is very attrition-based, with long limbs and whatnot. Back strong, stand forward. I actually love the twins. I think a lot of people really like the twins, even though they tend to be really strong. They represent things that people like. Rush down and offense and dive kicks and you know, mix up pressure. Oh, that was a meaty stand roundhouse. He could have gotten a nice combo out of that, I think. Oh, no juggle. The corner juggles with the X Rekka, with regular Rekka in the corner in Cross Tekken. Cross Tekken Rolenta was a bit nuts. Ooh. Hey, Quickster. Yeah, strong and fun go hand in hand, don't they? I've often said that. Failed to OS there. Oh, that an hour and a half to confirm. Ooh. Oh my god. Oh my god. This Rolenta's chasing everything. One unfortunate thing I think about the twins is that they tend to trade really poorly. Rarely mentioned. The twins usually get, even though the twins' damage is, it's low to okay. It's like really low, but the fact that they're so combo friendly makes it okay. But with a character like that, when one of the twins trades, it's usually like 40 damage for like 100, or like 40 damage for 70 or something like that. The twins just don't have very many strong single attacks. Not to mention they have low health. This is a pretty good Rolento. Ugh. Early jump short? What was that? What the hell was that? What did he want? That probably wasn't some hard read, but I doubt it was a failed stinger. And yet a failed stinger is the thing that it like most likely was. I don't like that meter use. He's got a long way to go. I like every character's visual design in Street Fighter 3, to be honest. And a lot of them for different reasons. I like Elena's rotoscoping a lot. I like Makoto's like stiffness a lot. I like the way they did the Shotos. I especially like that all the Shotos have subtly different bounce speeds, something they've maintained. 12 I adore. 12 is my favorite Street Fighter character, one of, in terms of design. 12 is amazing. It's like especially 12. Oh, that was the EX Seisma being thrown, so it's clearly throwable. It's alright. Viper's got, yeah, she's got Hard Thunder Knuckle for throwing vulnerability. A lot of characters have nothing. She has, like, an unsafe thing that she can make safe for 2 bars, so. I don't see what the problem is, but I remember Viper's bitched. Maybe it'd make more sense. I'd cry like a little bitch if Elena lost her EX uppercut FADC. No, I probably wouldn't cry that much. That's already one of the worst reversals in the game. Well, EX uppercut is a pretty good reversal. It's just that, you know, EX only doesn't knock down 2 bars to make safe. The range isn't that hot either. I wouldn't cry if she was unable to FADC it, and I'm really glad that she's able to FADC it. The combo options are so stiff though, because you're only like +4 on FADC. Well, Elena doesn't have any meaningful 4-frame moves, so you basically just go into jab. Her only 4-frame move is stand short, which is like a worse crouch jab. Yeah, her idle crouch is only like 3 frames of animation. God damn, I love the smoothness of animation in Garo. That character's a lot worse off than Elena. Elena's got a 4-frame invincible uppercut. Guy has a 4-frame invincible reversal, but Guy can't even FADC his. I'd rather have Elena's uppercut than Guy's. Ooh! Was Viper 900, 900? I think she dizzies pretty fast. That was a very instant dive kick. Axe kick. I like the air footsies of this matchup a lot. I've seen it more than once. There's some weird synergy between these characters. Or not synergy, but like they're more similar than you would think. Weird similarity. Just kind of rush down, mix up. Air footsies with not quite a dive kick kind of characters. Viper has much better movement than Makoto, I feel like, though. I feel like Makoto's movement, Makoto's movement is very stiff and therefore very telegraphed. I feel like there's only like one thing she can really do to move in, or two things. She can do like an instant dive kick like that, or she can dash. More usually a focus dash. That just makes her super limited in her approach options. Oof. Poor Makoto. I'm pretty sure all her reversals are throwable, right? Interesting combo. Oh, that was a risky jump. If you did that, burn kick a little faster would have beaten the jump. And burn kick in the corner leads to ultra. For a hard normal, Makoto's jump fierce is unusually fast. Also, Poison's theme is killer. This probably isn't a good matchup for Makoto. Oh, what a conversion! I didn't think that would be able to combo from that far out. EX Fireball from Poison, I'm pretty sure is +4. And her crouch short is 4 frames. It's pretty easy to keep in mind too. What the hell? I've never seen that one, but it seems so fundamentally simple. Anyway, it's pretty easy to remember Poison's frame data because the crouch jab is the only 3-frame one. And she didn't have a 3-frame crouch jab for most of development. So she's kind of balanced around 4-frame normals. So a lot of stuff that probably should require a 1-frame link only needs a 2-frame link for her. I love that juggle. Juggle looks cool as fuck. I think he empty jumped because he was scared. Huh? Makoto can reversal jab that, right? It's like -1. Makoto has a 4-frame jab. She can towards jab it maybe. That's kind of risky though. Might as well just block. Bait the uppercut, and you don't need to towards jab, which I'm pretty sure doesn't even have good frame data and probably doesn't lead to anything. You can't really cancel a towards jab into a Hayate. There's input overlap. You'll just get the what do they call that move? Fukiage. Wow, crouch jab, stand fierce. You don't see that link very often from Poison players. I'm pretty sure it's 1 frame. Poison's a little bit nutty in the corner, isn't she? It's funny how often they accidentally make a character, a fundamentally defensive character, completely mind-blowingly good when they corner you. Mostly because of the relationship of fireballs and defensive characters, and the relationship, like good fireballs and defensive characters, and the relationship with fireballs and corner. Oof. You can see that with Gao when he corners you, with Dalsum when he corners you, with Poison when she corners you. It's like quite a common thing. All of them have really good fireballs for corner pressure. Dalsum talking about his Yoga Flame, of course. It's just because fireballs cause no pushback in corners. And those moves are kind of balanced around their pushback. Gal's corner fireball combos are really cool. It's one of the reasons I like playing him. Can't wait for Gal in Street Fighter 5. It's gonna be fucking sick. As of this recording, we have only seen the trailer. Jump back jab. I'm proud. Proud to see that. What the hell? What's the frame down in that? That can't be safe. That literally cannot be safe. Nice dodge. Really good awareness. Ugh! Was that a weird... Was that an OS? I don't know what happened there. That was a really weird sweep. Yeah, well, I'll play Gal separate. Gal looks like he's retaining all the things that made me like him about his Street Fighter 4 version. And it looks like he's got some new stuff to play around with too. Crouch walk doesn't really look strong though. I don't really care about that. The crouch walk, I was like, oh man, that's going to be really useful for fucking anti-air flash kicks. I mean, it didn't even seem really useful. But it's like, okay, that'll be used for anti-air flash kicks. And now they've already gone and said that no flash kick has invincibility, so... Just be crouch fiercing it up. Don't even need my down charge. What the fuck? She dashed under him, and it did that. It did that. I know that hitbox starts from behind her, but like that just looked really weird. I hope Gal is just a little weak. I hope Gal is the same tier that Laura is. I hope he's not strong. Oof. Yeah, I'm fine with... actually, that's the way I would do it. I really like... well, I don't know. I have mixed feelings. On one hand, I think that one bar to anti-air... Or not to anti-air. One bar to reverse with no way to make it safe is good. But on the other hand, I don't see why, like Ryu and Ken and Cammy get to keep their uppercuts, which are literally like the same thing. Except, like, don't require a charge. It's like flash kick is a harder reversal to use. And typically you're limited a lot more so in the places where you can use it. Looks Africa Blanca. This is that matchup that Poison doesn't like that much. Oof. And yet there's the unpleasant fact that Poison is probably a top tier and Blanca is probably a bottom tier. What was that anti-air? What did he push? That was probably a bad idea. It certainly wasn't all that strong. Well, strong looked like it would have worked. Oh, Poison could have anti-aired that. Different air-to-airs cause the opponent to float different heights, I think. But the person who lands first is at a big advantage. I've never seen an instance of someone like landing and then hitting you while you're still midair though. I'm almost never in that scenario. I can't even think about how that scenario comes up. Honestly, I almost never air to air people. Unless I'm specifically looking for air to airs, like jump back jab or jump towards strong. Which character is anyone? Alex. I haven't really played with Alex like that. I don't know if he's especially prone to it. You've always got your down fierce. It's actually kind of lousy in an air-to-air situation. I mean, it's great. But it's too slow. Level 2 focus, huh? I never ever do that. That's not bad. I mean, that would reduce your damage for a lot of combos. Better to raw ultra than to level 2 focus and raw, and then ultra. It seems like Alex's anti-airs are pretty weak, huh? I've been following, what's-his-face, Javits on Twitter, and he's been making Alex look really bad. He apparently mains Alex and is desperately trying to make him work, but he says that there isn't really enough for that character. I've noticed a few things that I think are fucking dumb. The command overlap with EX/elbow and V-reversal is really stupid. He has 2 flash kick motions, so he can't do like an instant air-to-air normal. At all. I shouldn't say at all, but he has to be very specific about it. He has nothing throw invincible. And he has nothing throw invincible except his charge down up punch. And if someone throws you, they can literally OS by just holding up and get a full jump and punish on that. So he has to hold that on wake up. His reversal is pretty garbage compared to most of the other reversals in the game. Although it is nice that he has one. But armor instead of invincibility is terrible. I think it's only 1 hit of armor, right? So it still loses to EX fireballs and stuff. I don't think it gets its armor immediately. And it requires a charge back motion, which means you won't always have it. And it's not even on a especially fast special move. Alex's offense is really good, though. His up-close mix-up is pretty incredible. That was a nice screen move. If she didn't dash, he would have jumped over the fireball, but she dashed twice to move the wall, forcing him to land on the fireball. Nice! Nice! Oh, never mind. If she reversaled a little later, or ultraed a little later, it probably would have come out the other way, and then juggled. Poison is really stupid, though. That dash was not designed with her uppercut in mind. I feel like that's just really buggy. I feel like there's a lot of stupid stuff with that scenario. That was really good. That was the jab, walk in, like a pseudo frame trap, and then she just blocked. It got me with that bait in a heartbeat. Oh, that wasn't a punish, though. Probably because he blocked it. Like, what the fuck was that cross-up? You guys see that? That was insane. Corpse hopping with a towards medium kick is so fucking dirty. That's pretty dirty, too. Oh, I'm missing user unknown. I miss eating those. I feel like Alex loses to the same characters other grapplers lose to, and also loses to those grapplers. That Relentless Overhead is really good. Wow. Oh my god. Jesus. It's like unreactable. Jesus, the fake corpse hop into jump back fierce. Instant overhead. That's unbelievably dirty. Who's going to be blocking that direction? I'm seeing some borderline fucking MSP shit right now. This is good Rolento play. Oh, I think that all 5 of the new characters are pretty good. Even Hugo. I think the more I see of all 5 characters, the more I'm convinced they're all strong. Poison and Elena without question. Who am I forgetting? DiCapri? DiCapri. I think that Alex is probably better than Geef. I have no idea where to place Feng. I require more data. No one's really played Feng in the way that I'm waiting for someone to play Feng, which is extremely passive. We've only seen active Feng succeed so far. I should maybe try playing Feng, see if I can make it work. If you look at the totality of Feng's matchups so far, it looks like he's probably alright. Feng tends to do well against the kind of character that's extremely prolific in the Street Fighter 4's, Street Fighter 5's character archetype. Ooh. It's a struggle when Rolento corners you. Sefric, when Oro comes out, you'll main him with me, right? Ugh. That uppercut. Autocorrect destroys the entire mix-up, and by destroys I mean you still lose if Rolento blocks. That's so dirty! He can time it differently by a few frames, and then, like, it doesn't cross up anymore. Come on, dude. Oro would be like your character. He's Brazilian, and he's weird, and he's strong. He's a charge character. Really? Oh, poison! No! No! No, I haven't played Melty Blood, but I saw that it's on Steam, and I'm kind of considering it. There's positively no justice in this world. Actually, Sefric, they said that they would release 6 characters a year. Not just 6 characters the first year. There was no, like, projected end date. They, like, even mentioned a second 6. They didn't indicate who it would be or anything. But there was a point where they literally said, like, first year, first 6 characters, second year, second 6 characters. Also, we had 16, we're getting 6, so I guess it would be 22. Look at Aura in the background there. I'm like fairly sure that's not Aura, but I like to imagine that it is. I liked Aura's voice in Street Fighter 5 story mode a lot. Not gonna lie, I thought it was like perfect. I thought all the voice acting was a little iffy, but like Oro's was pretty much exactly what I imagined for the character. Somewhere between an old man and a chicken. I do need to get that. There's like a bunch of mods. Wow, that was really crazy. Not only to get the juggle, but he cornered with it. I didn't know that could still juggle if you shit. I need to get a bunch of mods, but I'm waiting for more to come out. I really want like a nice Laura mod. I really like that somewhere between that Laura alt that looks somewhere between April O'Neil and Ibuki. I like can't wait for that to become playable. Nice autocorrect. Despite appearance, that doesn't actually hit on both sides. So autocorrecting is really important. You guys notice there's a DJ on the screen? I have a Laura phone charm now. I do like Laura a lot. I like her connection to Third Strike. I'm like pleased with her design. I would like to play her in Street Fighter 3 someday. In like a new version. If they were gonna add characters to a new version of Street Fighter 3, one of the ones I would say is Laura. I'd probably say Jury too, I guess. Just because a lot of people reference that one. It does seem pretty good. And probably Poison. Poison would be right at home there. Ugh! He was super vulnerable there. DJ could have hit something far sooner. I think he was trying to walk in for the throw or something. He got counter hit actually. It was like a free hit for DJ. Poison couldn't possibly dash out or release. Mutual backdash. A little bit of respect. DJ's answers, or I should say DJ's options after a focus attack are kind of miserable. Especially Ultra 1 DJ. I'm pretty sure there's either no way or no efficient way of landing Ultra 1 after a focus attack for DJ. I guess you could land a super and then land Ultra 1. Alright, I'll take a look. Oh, it's the booty mod. It isn't too bad. By isn't too bad, I mean gives my dick a rise. But it's not the kind of, it's not me. I don't like the slutty outfits. I like that Elena outfit that was like Egyptian and shit. That thing was really cool. I like the Ken alt that was K-Dash. K-Dash is kind of badass. Oof. Poison's air normals are pretty fast. I like Laura's hair. Ugh. Low short, low forward, where is it? I like these Ultra replays a lot, but like, one thing I don't like is there's not a whole lot of character variety compared to most tournaments and shit. I tend to kind of get bored watching the same matchup repeatedly. I do like this Poison and this Rolento a lot. But I kind of want to dig through my watch later. Satsui. Everyone loves Evil Ryu. Okay, it wasn't really Egyptian per se, but it was like a black bodysuit with the Ankh. It was that one I always played on stream. It was like my favorite one. I actually had several Elena mods installed, but I only usually use that one. But I had like that tracksuit one that had like a Kill Bill alt that I liked using. I think Evil Ryu's dive kick kind of fucks with Poison's anti-airs. Her Crouch Fierce doesn't work at all against it, and her non-EX uppercut is kind of bad against it. There was one Elena mod that was so perfect that was only for cross stack and it never ported to Ultra. I know it wasn't that hard to make one work for the other, but I didn't know how to do it. I forget what the alt was. I just remember I really liked it. Oh, I think there was a Christy Maltiera one too. I would have really liked that. Walk-in low strong versus walk-in throw is so terrifying from Ryu. And also Evil Ryu. Yeah, I remember that. Everyone's a nut. I want to be like him someday. He's one of my main inspirations. I also like his Street Fighter mod. I'd love to make my own Street Fighter mod. I'd make it far more toned back. Oh shit, an Acho King of Fighters? Fuck Street Fighter. Kenso. EX Kyo? No, regular Kyo. Regular Kyo using the EX Kyo alt. Ah, run in low is so dirty. I don't really like that reset. Actually, I guess I do like that reset. I usually just go into the uppercut. Oh, we got another one. Guitarist Elena. No, I did not mean that one. But that one is really cool. This one is really cool. I'd use this all the time. That is cute. Jesus. Anyway. Oh, jump back into quarter circle back punch. That was nice. Actually, that's super risky. That move is not safe. It's easy to forget that Kenso has like a wannabe dive kick. Where's your combo? He got the target combo. You can link a low short after that pretty easily. It's like a 2 or 3 frame link. Oof. Ah, the Kenso mix up. Kenso's Fireball is fundamentally very similar to Athena's, but you get huge differences between Kenso's EX1 and Athena's EX1. They're literally like opposite design philosophy. I like K-Dash in this game a lot. It seems like he might be high tier, but you have to work really hard. I feel like he is high tier, but I feel like you have to be on point with your combos. Really good at the backdash, instant air, core circle back kick thing. I don't know the names of any of his moves. I know the little that is Ein Trigger. It's the only one I know. I don't know the names of most KoF moves actually. That you have to be really good at those if you want to be a good K-Dash player. Shen used to play K-Dash. Not anymore. Genso combos are usually not very damaging unless you get the opponent in the corner and juggle. That was strong enough though. Kenzo seems to be a really strong character to me, but you almost never see people play him. I feel like he's like the picture perfect point character, which is why I ran him on point. He's so efficient. Most characters don't have anything to do about fireballs until they have some meter. His mix-up is so like maybe it's just because I came from Street Fighter. I just fundamentally understand Kenso's mix-up. It just makes sense to me. Have a fireball, have an uppercut. Whoa. Throw the fireball, do the uppercut when they jump. It's just I understand. I perfectly understand what Kenso's all about. Places are a lot more straightforward, aren't they? K-Dash has a really hard time making his anywhere juggle hurt. He has to blow like he has to blow like a drive, or RDB in drive. RDB in HD. Or like do very cool, weird instant air activation combos. Oof. He also has to blow a lot of super meter to make them actually damage. Kenso's air normals I don't like so much. This is one frame command grab. You gotta respect that. Kenso has a 720. Kenso's best air normal is probably his jump CD, followed by his jump B. And neither of those are that good. He doesn't have anything that really goes down, and he's got kind of a high jump. Kind of an unfortunate pairing. Hopping is still really important, but I feel like his hop pressure is not that good. I feel like that makes him a little bit defensive. Hyper hop CD. Yeah. Not too hard to react. This is some really good turtling. You don't see it turtling a whole lot in Street Fighter. I mean, in King of Fighters 13. But this is like fantastic turtling. Yup, gotta respect. I'm really liking this Kenso play. Yeah, the sweep is amazing. Sweep cancel into fireball, sweep cancel into backflip, cancel into fireball. The sweep does a lot of work in general. This guy doesn't seem to be using it almost at all. I've never done it. I've never needed to do it, but you can even do sweep backflip into uppercut for people who get a little smarmy. Ugh. Ugh. Nice. That's one frame, I'm pretty sure. He's keeping him on the ground. I feel like he should launch. Alright, that was good. This Kenso is nuts. This is actually very similar to my team, but I ran Rio in the middle. His jump CD is good. It's just the the inherent, like a jump CD is not as, I feel like a jump CD is not as powerful as other air normals. I mean, it depends. Obviously, like Diamond's jump CD is really good, or like Vice's, because they can do useful things from it. But you need that counter hit too, or else your damage potential is so low compared to like a jump D. And Kenso's jump C and jump D are both kind of bad. His CD does a lot of hit block stun, but it's not that strong. He does have easy juggles afterwards, which I appreciate. You can get it and then go straight into uppercut, or you can get it and go straight into like fireball super. Or like a quarter circle forward kick is like a pretty common one. What the fuck? That was a long run. Jesus. That was a sick counter hit setup. Opponent didn't have a whole lot of health. I guess he had no super meter. I guess by the time he gets that back, he'll have enough meter to make it useful. Oh, Kenso's keeping his health so well. Jesus Christ, I'm really loving this. This is some potent turtling. I love fireball zoning. I love fireball zoning in King of Fighters. Yeah. It's BD. Almost every target combo can hyperdrive cancel. In fact, I'm struggling to think of one that doesn't. Oh wait, what are we talking about? I thought we were talking about canceling into HD. Yeah, you can cancel any normal when you're in HD. I'm pretty sure every normal in the game. I guess I'm only into supers. Into HD, like literally every normal works. Like Terry's towards B, or towards A rather. Doesn't cancel into anything, but you can still HD cancel it. That's like a pretty common thing. I'm trying to think of others. Mize, I guess. Nice juggle. EX uppercut into dive punch does a fuck ton of damage. That tower combo didn't change him that much, but it is cool. I really like doing that tower combo into low B into Rekkas. This Kenso doesn't seem to be all about that. One thing that Kenso has that's actually insanely good is his DP plus punch. But I almost never see Kenso players use that. I guess because the risk associated with it requires very precise smashing or else you're unsafe. The tower combo is okay for like hit confirming too. Don't forget that Kenso doesn't have a command normal besides that tower combo, which means that he can't hit confirm very efficiently. Most other characters can do normal into command normal, and use that as a hit confirm. Ooh, nice. That could have been a bigger combo. He saw low as he was jumping. He could have used that as his hit confirm and gone tower combo into low or something. Or just fierce, or whatever. I usually use D instead of C for Kenso. I think C is a little faster, but both of them cancel. I really like Psyche. Psyche also doesn't have a command normal. Or rather, he has air towards B and air back B, which are both useless for hit confirming. So his hit confirms are pretty difficult. Or rather, limited, not difficult. He's got to hit confirm from his opponent's mistakes, or his jump in single hit attacks. Honestly, like, Psyche can play this Fireball War if he wants to. The Psyche's being really aggressive, but he doesn't need to be. Psyche can throw fireballs as fast as Kenso can. I think he made the same decision I just said aloud. It's like I can run the clock a little bit. The more he runs the clock, the less health Kenso gets back if he wins. Nice! MC jump throw. If it's going to be a really hard comeback, it's a good thing to turtle it out a bit. It's like he can turtle pretty well. Little backflip. BD. It's not really useful to cancel it to anything but Fireball. And on paper, I guess Uppercut. Although, application, it's really difficult to make that useful. Well, I've canceled it to EX Fireball Super too. That's decent. Backflip, if you see the Fireball, EX Super through it. Regular Super is not that good for punishing Fireballs. EX Super is phenomenal. EX Fireball can punish Fireballs too, but it requires kind of good prediction. EX Super you can react and do it. Kenso's anti-air normals are not too hot. He's got a really good uppercut, so it's not a big deal. But you've got to do stand D, which you have to do insanely early, or crouch C, which is not that good a hitbox. It doesn't really have a light normal that anti-airs, which is kind of a problem because light normals and anti-air are your main way of dealing with hops. The DLC characters are pretty much entirely different characters. The normals are near identical. EX Iori and Iori, EX Kyo and Kyo, Karate and Takuma, all of their normals are pretty much the same thing. EX Iori is great with that meter. But all the special moves on all those characters are ridiculously different. These two like barely have a special move in common. Yori's command grab does radically different. It causes like a bounce, whereas that one just reels the EX Yori command grab. They both have an uppercut, and that might be the only things they share. No, even regular Yori's uppercut is pretty different. I was like thinking of an Iori from a different game. Yeah, Iori doesn't have any special moves in common. He just has a couple that have a similar use. EX Iori, on paper, might be the best character in this game. Or he's like top three for sure. Benny Mario is really strong on paper. And so is like Kim and Karate, I guess. EX Iori is usually used early on because he's really good at using one bar to get crazy high damage because of the infinite. We might be seeing some of that pretty soon. That was an opportunity, I'm pretty sure, to get it going. Backdash in the corner is pretty desperate. Backdash isn't invincible in this game. It's only unthrowable, and if the opponent tries to throw you and you're unthrowable, they'll just get like a close C or a close D, which will hit you. So, backdashing in the corner against a character that's not a grappler is like a pretty hard read. I'm really trying to read that command grab. Anchor Yuri is pretty good. Oh, this isn't even Anchor. This is mid Yuri. That's pretty strange. No, it's not. I feel like that was the position I would have thrown her in if like a million people didn't put her on Anchor. She does like drive, but she doesn't always need both. She's kind of okay just using a single drive. She gets quite a lot of damage. She can get like 200 to 300 added on for using a single drive bar, which is pretty good. Um, she does have really sick combos in the corner, but her mid-screen combos are a little bad, and you can't convert the mid-screen ones to the corner ones once you reach the corner, because her good corner combos leave the opponent grounded, and her mid-screen combos require a launch. Oh, that was no. Shen couldn't get shit off of that, could he? Two low shorts. No, you need to low short, stand short, and then cancel into a super. That's like his only way to convert. I can see why people would think KoF13 was hard compared to like Street Fighter, but it's really not that hard. Oh, that was you, huh? I didn't realize how valuable Path of Radiance was until I looked it up. I'll probably actually list that on eBay. I'm actually doing a secret playthrough of Sacred Stones right now, but with emulator. I never play physical cart anymore. It's been gathering dust under my desk. Seth is always the best unit. Actually, Sacred Stones has hella OP characters. Honestly, like Ewan is probably the best character in the game, or Amelia. Probably Amelia. It's just that Seth is good enough to solo the game and you start with him. Good bases, good growths. Present from round one. And a really good support with the main character. It's like, wow, why even use anyone else? Amelia as a paladin or a Grey Knight is fucking incredible. It seems like most people make her into a general, which is, I feel like, the worst use of her potential. I will say Great Shield does more for her than it does for any other potential general. But um, I feel like her insane movement and her insane stats just like help her destroy everyone when she's a paladin or a great knight. I feel like great knight's probably the best class for her because it's got really high caps and her stat growths are so good. Garcia, the the fighter. I very rarely hear of people using him. He's actually underrated, I feel like. Secretly top tier is a bit strong. But I do think he's not really any worse than, like, Vanessa. You know what I mean? I feel like Garcia has just as good a chance of being a useful unit as Vanessa does. I'm using Mulder in my current playthrough. I actually hate to say it, but I like Mulder more than I like, what's her face? The girl. Mulder's growths are not that bad, and his con is admittedly pretty useful for picking up those heavy-ass light tomes. Natasha. Yeah, she's the one. I tell you, the first time I saw Mulder, I was just like, wow, 9 con, benched. I was like, well, the one I get later will be the better one. But no, actually, Mulder's doing kind of a lot of work. He's a lot sturdier than Natasha too, which I appreciate. And by a lot sturdier, I mean very, very slightly sturdier. He's got a lot more health to play around with. I think his defense is pretty similar. Oh, I will say his luck is garbage. Natasha has actual good luck, and Mulder's is laughably bad. Mulder and Natasha do have slightly different promotion options. Natasha promotes like a... Natasha promotes into either a bishop or a Valkyrie, I think. And Mulder promotes into a bishop or a sage. Mulder's promotion options are the same as Arter's. La Rochelle is the best. La Rochelle the Valkyrie is fucking insane every playthrough, if you can put the time and effort into her. La Rochelle is probably my favorite unit in the series, possibly after Sarah. I like them both for very similar reasons. Marisa, like, never gets shit stats, it's just sometimes she gets shit strength. Marisa lives or dies on her strength. She'll be either the best unit or the worst unit based on which one you get. But I guess the assassin strength cap is already really low, so she'll probably usually hit that. But to be honest, I'd rather have a swordmaster than an assassin. I don't care about using lockpicks. Like, 30 crit is a lot more important to me than lethality. And a higher strength cap, which honestly most of the swordmasters won't hit anyway. I've been working on Birthright. I forget the most recent chapter I did. I got oh, Peleus is cool. Yeah, I saw Lara Shell's a support with a frame. It's like a better version of female Robin and um Crom. She sees his shoulder and gets flustered because she's attracted to him. She's absolutely positively extremely endearing. Urk is I really want to like Urk because he looks cool, and he comes in pretty early at a low level, and he's there for both campaigns for kind of a long time. Like, Urk is pretty easy to use, but it's just that Urk is usually only about as good as Pen. You put a lot of time and effort into Urk, and then you get this character who's like as good, just automatically. And oftentimes Pent is better. Urk is a very mediocre mage, and Pent is a really amazing pre-promote. Honestly, I have a hard time getting Nino to like level 5 promoted. She comes in way too late. I use her most playthroughs, but she's just like she's late to the party. Pence Con is also nice, if I recall. Oh, that's a cool combo. That was a really cool combo. Oh, I like the whiff command grab. That was awesome. Let's watch that again. Benimar is insane when he corners you. Benimar's corner juggles are really nuts. I rewound a bit too much. That was a really stylish juggle. He did not have to do a juggle like that. That probably wasn't damage optimal. Loot is amazing. Loot is like Nina if she joined immediately and had more rounded stats. Loot is like a better Lilina. Loot is like Lilina, but let's make all of her stats good instead of just magic. Loot has, I think, 60% magic growth. That's fucking insane for the Game Boy Advance games. It's like you get magic fucking more often than you don't. She caps her magic every time. Loot cannot not cap magic. One gripe I have is that one of Loot's promotes is the Mage Knight, and Mage Knight is kind of bad. Terry and Benny Mar. There's no character synergy element. You can run literally any 3 characters. Loot is just so damn powerful. But she's like good at other stuff too. You have this little tiny braggart, but like... There's no edgelord sad guy. You have this little tiny braggart, but she like backs up how good she is. With stats. I don't know if I've always been lucky with Loot or Loot is just that good, but I never see anyone talk about her, but she's fucking incredible. Arter's pretty good too. They also make a decent support. He can kill with this, but it's going to be difficult. He's got to use another one. No! He didn't even go for it. That was arguably the wrong play, but maybe he wasn't confident in his ability to do it. Nola's pretty good too. And Ewan's incredible. You got nice magic options in that game. Actually, are there any other magic units besides the healers? 3 healers is kind of a bit much. In 8, Fire Emblem 8. Ewan has literally never disappointed me. I don't know if that character can be bad. Occasionally I run a bad Ross, but like Ewan is always amazing and Amelia is always amazing. Those characters are just killer. I said the monk. Martyr. Noel, Loot, Arter, 3 fucking healers, and Ewan. Noel joins kind of late too, which is a pain. It's a pretty good unit though. Makes a great summoner. Summoner's a good class. And Noel is a better summoner than the only other potential summoner, which is Ewan. Arter's not a bad sage, but I feel like bishops are more useful. Larshell's bodyguard, that's Dozla. He's alright. I was considering putting Battle Network 2 in right now, actually. For some reason, I feel almost bad for Dazla, even though he appears to be happy doing what he does. He appears to be as into it as La Rochelle is. The Sage is, oh shit, Sayla, and he's actually quite good. He's a marriage option for, Erica. And he actually has pretty good starting stats, really good starting stats. I think his growths aren't super crazy though, but his starting stats are fitting for a level 1 Sage or whatever he is. I remember his starting stats are not that bad. Sayla's pretty good. Like, Sayla's really good. Pre-promotes in general are really good in Sacred Stones. What's his name? The sniper. He's fantastic too. Tana's older brother. Ins. Erica and Seth is probably the most game-breaking. I tend to like Erica and Ins from a storyline perspective. Um, Erica and her brother is also extremely good. My frame. Uh, Sayla's okay. It's probably not as good as Ins. Although a lot of people really don't like using snipers. I don't remember who else she can marry. I think there's at least one other person. Can she have a relationship with Cormog? I feel like she can. That's a really random connection, though. Maybe I'm misremembering. I haven't promoted an archer yet. I look up Erica's supports. Cormag is um he's got exactly the same growth rates as Raven from Fire Emblem 7.